Just that part. All right, meanwhile, the proof is in the numbers. The Federal Reserve Chair firing back at Democrats' ominous fears of a trade war with everybody.
Robust job gains, rising after-tax income, and optimism among households have lifted consumer spending in recent months. It is difficult to predict the ultimate outcome of current discussions over trade policy. Overall, we see the risk of the economy unexpectedly weakening as roughly balanced with the possibility of the economy growing faster than we currently anticipate.
Stuart Varney's host of Varney & Company, Fox Business Network, one of his top stories today, because you have a lot of talk about trade, but so far there's no fear revealed in those numbers.
Well, let me translate what the Fed chair just said. The translation is, the economy is strengthening in the face of trade trouble. Let me translate that. America is negotiating trade deals with a strong economy at our back. Now, the Federal Reserve did say, look, these tariffs which have been imposed have raised some prices in some areas. But that's not interfered with the growth of the economy. If you look at their report, it shows that 11 out of 12 districts in America, which cover the whole country, 11 out of 12 show moderate or strong growth. Now, the Fed is usually restrained in the words it's used, so when you say strong growth, that is strong growth indeed. Only one area around St. Louis, that shows slight growth. So across the country, you've got growth despite some prices rising from tariffs. And by the way, 1 week from tomorrow, we're going to report 4% growth for this economy, best rate in many, many years, and double the rate in the first quarter.
Isn't this the time that when we can have major trade discussions because our economy is booming and doing so well, and when we can't afford to raise prices?
Well, we've got a strong economy at our back as we go forward and negotiate trade deals with other regions and other countries. On July the 25th, the Europeans come to America. We are told that maybe they're coming with a trade deal in mind, maybe some lowering of tariffs by us and by them, maybe. But that's what's coming down the pike. We are negotiating these trade deals, and we're negotiating, I think, from a position of strength.
You wouldn't be surprised if just before the midterms, the president announces we've reached deals with pretty much the whole world. It's not 100% what we wanted, but it's a better deal for America.
Oh, Steve, I would be surprised at such a sweeping trade agreement across the board. But it's something to look forward to. It may happen. Negotiations are continuing with America and Mexico, America and Canada, and America and the Europeans. Maybe Japan is involved in this too.
Japan and the EU have negotiated a deal, 0 tariffs, both sides. I'm not sure if that's a shot across our bow or they should high-five President Trump, because that's exactly what we want.
Well, maybe on July the 25th, when the Europeans come here, maybe that's an open invitation. Come on in, and we'll have a free trade deal as well. We can but hope. I'd love to see it.
So let's hope the Congress doesn't cut his legs out by banning the tariffs. That's what they're voting on.
Let's hope, yeah.
So come on over to the Fox Business Network, 9 o'clock this morning. Stuart will preside over the channel for 3 hours.
Preside?
He will help conduct.
Very formal.